There are so many people who are so good at what they do. I would even say the best at what they do. However, they're making common mistakes that are keeping them from attracting their best fit clients and enrolling them into whatever they have to offer. 2017 is where I really started seeing people make the same mistakes over and over and over and over and over again. I also made these mistakes. Once I remedied those mistakes, my business blew up. If you're not earning income consistently through your business, attracting clients consistently, then most likely you're making at least one or maybe even all of the mistakes. And these 5 mistakes will attract incompatible clients. Let's go over the first mistake, which is no consistency. And here's the thing, lack of consistency in your business happens because you're not clear. And when you're not clear, you're not confident. I know for sure this was something that I struggled with in a major way for 5 years in my business. I did not have discipline. I did not have focus. And I see so many people, showing up for maybe 3-4 months at a time, and then they disappear, and then they end up showing back up for a couple of weeks and then disappear. In order for you to attract compatible clients, it's very important for you to be consistent. Now, consistent does not mean every single day. It means that you're showing up in a way that works for you. Consistency helps your best fit client know that you're dependable, that you're the one who is a serious business owner. I show up consistently online, whether I'm working or not, and it's because I have tools and people to help me stay consistent. Online, my presence is consistent, even though I do not work every single day. I do not spend hours and hours on social media every day. My lifestyle does not allow me to be on social media all day, which I wouldn't want to be anyway. I make sure that my presence online is consistent, and this is through being very clear about when I show up and when I don't show up. Here's a culprit behind my camera shaking like that. Yes, I'm the crazy cat lady. So you want to make sure that you're consistent. So when it comes to working with my clients, I help them create a plan to where they are not only clear about what they're doing, when they're doing it, and why they're doing it, but also very clear about when they are showing up and when they're not, when they're off, when they're working, what content is going out, all the things, right? And being clear on all of that makes it so much easier for you to show up consistently. That way you are confident about the work that you're doing every single day in your business or whenever you decide that you're working. The solution to this first mistake is you definitely need a streamlined marketing and sales process for your offer, and be clear about how it ties into the journey of your best fit client or customer. Having a streamlined marketing and sales process helps you build a sustainable and profitable business for the long term. In order for you to work a business that fits your life, you got to be clear. Mistake number 2 is not prioritizing money-making activities. Not prioritizing money-making activities in your business happens because you don't know what money-making activities are, or you have a resistance to selling. Money-making activities is you literally actively selling or passively selling every single day. So if you're not actively selling, or passively selling every single day, then it's going to be difficult for you to bring in consistent cash flow. So the solution to mistake number 2 is shifting your current beliefs, thoughts, and ideas around sales and selling that do not serve you or your business goals. This will make it so much easier to develop a predictable rinse and repeat process to receive consistent cash flow. There's a story I love to share about when my income significantly grew in my business. And the reason why it significantly grew is because I hired a sales coach. She asked me, before we first started working together, she asked me how often I was selling. And I was like, well, I'm selling twice a month. I thought that was enough. She said, The minimum you should be selling, is at least 14 days out of a 30-day period. And that sounded like a lot to me. I mean, jumping from 2 days a month to 14, 15 days seemed very uncomfortable. So what she advised me to do was to sell every single day for 30 days and actively sell every day for 30 days. I was terrified because I had a resistance to selling. I did not want to do it, but I did it anyway. And at the end of that 30-day period, I 3x'd my income. And that's when it sunk in that I was not selling enough. So ask yourself, are you actively selling or passively selling, or actively and passively selling every single day? If not, then it's going to be difficult for your business to thrive. And if your business is not thriving, you're not going to be able to bring in the income that you deserve, that you've worked your booty off for, to create a life that allows you and your loved ones to thrive. The thing about sales and selling, so many people have a resistance to sales and selling. And I know a lot of this has to do with us pretty much so being conditioned to think that people who sell are slimy, sleazy, whatever you want to say. And here's the thing. All of us are selling every single day, and it may not be a monetary exchange, but we are selling something every single day. We're selling, to our spouses or partners about why they should go to this event, or selling to our partners or spouses to have a more intimate relationship, right? We are selling to our children to clean up their rooms or eat the vegetables or be more respectable. Like, we're always selling. We're even selling ourselves on the things that we should or should not do. We have to be selling every single day. And like I said, it can be actively selling or passively selling. I like a combination of both, because when I am taking my days off from my work, that's when the passive selling comes in. I have emails going out to my email list that are selling people to either have a free session with me, to join my free masterclass, or to enroll in my one of my programs, my 6-figure foundation workshop, or the Unleash Your Ambition Collective. So I am always selling. My business has to be selling its offers all the time. So if you're not doing that, it's time to change that as soon as possible. That way you can not only bring in the income, but it allows you to be a better service to the people that you want to help. It allows you to get the education and resources and tools to build a better business. Not necessarily a bigger business, but a better business. Mistake number 3 is the message you share. And what I mean by the message you share is the content that you're sharing on social platforms, on podcasts, to the people that you meet every day. It literally is repelling your best fit clients or customers. Repelling your best fit clients or customers because you haven't clarified your message in a way that captivates and captures the attention of your best fit clients or customers. And the solution to mistake number 3 is that you must clarify your message and create a content marketing strategy that translates to more impact, more clients, and more cash flow. And this makes it easier for you to create content pillars that have a long shelf life and get the attention of the people who are the perfect fit for your offer. I'm working with someone right now in the 6-figure foundation workshop, and I reviewed her content on social media, her emails that she was sending out to her email list of subscribers. And immediately I noticed that her message wasn't clarified because it was not aligned with the thing that she was selling. And also, she was attracting people who were not the best fit for her one-on-one offer. She sells a low ticket product, which is great. She's been making sales with that, but she's attracting incompatible clients for her one-on-one program, which is her core offer. I've had to help her use tools like the dream client declaration, the 7 content pillar model, the 6 point messaging strategy. In order for her to attract her best fit clients or customers, in order for you to attract your best fit clients or customers, you must be crystal clear on who your best fit client is and who they are not. You must be very clear about their circumstances, what they're experiencing right now and where they want to go. You must be clear on like your values, what you stand for, why you stand for it. Like there's so many elements to you being able to communicate in a way that's actually on the same level as the people who are perfect for what you have to offer. And if you do not have this, it makes it so much difficult for the people who are the best fit for whatever you offer to hear your message. Not only do you have to get their attention, but they need to be receptive to your message. And then beyond that, you've got to guide them somewhere to where they come into your own ecosystem, to where they hear from you on a consistent basis, right? And I'm talking about beyond social media. I know social media is a big deal. However, we do not own these platforms, and we can get censored at any time. So what I recommend my clients do, what I do, is guide people off of the social platforms into our own email database, right? That way I can email my list of subscribers anytime that I want. And it's because they basically raise their hand because they are interested in what I have to say and share. And it's not just about what I can help them with. It's about who I am as a person, what I stand for. A lot of people are curious about my life and how I'm able to grow a successful business while being a homeschool mom. It's not really that hard. It just takes a streamlined marketing and sales process to do that, and having a clear message and making sure you're selling actively and passively every single day in your business. Next thing, hold on. There we go. I can see my face down there at the corner. The 4th mistake is your environment. Your environment strongly influences how you think, how you feel, and the type of action you take every single day. And if you're in an environment that does not mirror the results you want and expands your state of awareness, then it's more challenging to experience the results that you want. 100%. So the solution to mistake number 4 is immersing yourself in an environment that will encourage you to thrive every single day. You must surround yourself with people online, offline, who will hold you accountable, who will shorten your learning curve, and who will stretch your comfort zone. This is a requirement. I don't believe people are self-made. There's no doing things by yourself in this world. We all depend on one another. We co-create with each other. We collaborate with each other. We learn from each other. So environment is crucial to your success. Could you absolutely build a successful business on your own? Absolutely. But how long is that going to take you? Whereas if you put yourself in an environment of people who already have successful businesses, are experts in areas where you're not, you're definitely going to hit your goals faster. There's no way around that. That's why, you see so many rich people around each other, is because they learn from each other. It's like they have their own language. It's their own little world and ecosystem, and they thrive together. So it's the same thing when it comes to you building your business. You want to be around people who will help you grow and thrive, who will help you step into your next level of greatness, who will hold you accountable, because accountability is a big deal. Like, I am an advocate and a practitioner of accountability. And the way that I do that is through collaboration. Collaboration is infused in my business model. I make sure I am connecting with business owners on a regular basis, and not any business owners, people I can absolutely co-create with, and we create something of valuable. We create something of value and are able to share it whatever we co-create together, we're able to share it to the masses who are open to receiving our message. It holds me accountable because I'm doing something that not by myself. I'm doing something with someone else. I do not like letting people down. I can easily let myself down every day and talk myself out of doing things. But if other people are involved, it's hard for me to do it. I don't want to let people down. Right. And plus, I don't want to burn bridges. So a great accountability, a way to make sure that you're being held accountable is you immerse yourself in an environment of people who will help you thrive. I call this engineering your own collaborative network. It's something that I've been strategically doing since I started being open to receiving help. Again, I spent 5 years trying to do things by myself. And that was the worst thing I could have done. I delayed my success. I only saw things from my perspective. I delayed my personal growth and also my business growth. So when I started immersing myself in environments online and offline, that's when my business really started to grow. That's when I started to grow. So you want to make sure you put yourself in environments all the time. And you might have people in your household who absolutely support you, but they just don't understand what you're building. They don't understand it to a T. My husband, he totally supports me in everything that I do. However, I cannot share with him wins that somebody else who's building a business. I can't share the same wins. It's just not the same. Like, I would rather share my wins with my coach, my community, because they get it. They literally get it because we're all working towards similar goals. So when you're in an environment that it just doesn't understand what you're doing, like, that can literally suck you down and suck you down quickly. During the first few years of my business, my family thought I was crazy. My mom thought I was being lazy, that I didn't want to work a regular job. Nobody in my family saw me as succeeding at this because I failed at so many other things. I mean, I was basically unemployable before I started building my business. And it was hard. It was really difficult, especially during those early stages. Like, I wish I would have immersed myself in an environment during the early stages, because I think that is like that's the hardest stage, right? You don't have any momentum built up in your business. You're still learning things. Everything's just new, and you just don't realize what you're getting yourself into when you start a business, right? Like, if I would have known all the things that I had to do to get my business to the success that it is today, I probably would have never even started. So I was pretty much so ignorance is bliss when it came to my business, right? But I'm grateful that I stuck it out. I've seen so many of my colleagues give up over the years. I've been doing this for so long. I've seen so many people come and go. I've seen some people get, rise to huge success, and they disappear. They quit, So you want to make sure you're in an environment with people who are consistent, who have been around for a while, right? Like, and you vibe with them. It's not necessarily about the things that they've accomplished, but are these people that you could actually like get along with, like just in an isolated environment? I'm an introvert, so I'm very, very particular about who is in my space, so you got to take a look at, like, who are the people that you want to be around? What can you learn from them? What can they learn from you? Okay. So if you're not putting yourself in an environment to thrive, you've got to do that as soon as possible, or it's going to be so much harder for you to grow your business, and most of all, yourself. Mistake number 5 is focusing on trends and tactics. This is huge. Matter of fact, I should have put this as the first mistake. Focusing on trends and tactics happens because you don't set your business up for long-term sustainability and profitability. And there's just so much information available that it can be overwhelming. It can be confusing. It's easy for us to see what other people are doing, and we think, oh, that's the thing that we need to do to grow our businesses. And it's hard to like know what to ignore. There's just so much stuff out there, and a lot of the stuff out there is complete poo-poo. Okay. So you want to make sure you're not focusing on trends and tactics. And what I mean by trends and tactics is like, okay, right now, the latest trend is Chat GPT, right? That is a trend. You see so many people talking about it, but guess what? In about 2 years, nobody's going to be talking about it. You remember when Clubhouse came out? So many people were talking about that. It's gone, right? Snapchat. I know Snapchat's still around, but not too many people are talking about it. So you don't want to get distracted with the trends. Now, I'm not saying don't utilize them. Absolutely utilize them. Okay. Utilize the trends. However, do not focus all your time and energy on the trends and tactics. For example, I have a client I'm working with in the 6-figure foundation workshop. She set our business up to mainly focus on Facebook ads and a low ticket offer. She came to realize that the investing in the Facebook ads and people buying her low ticket offer, that it wasn't sustainable, that it wasn't something that was going to help her build her business for the long term. So she came to me, and I told her that I can help her put the foundation down, because she pretty much did things backwards. You got to put the foundation down first, and then, pour gasoline on your foundation with the trends and tactics. But the foundation needs to come first. And if you're wondering what I mean by foundation, I have a masterclass. It's called the Attract, Engage, and Profit Masterclass. The link is in the comments below, also in the description below. And I literally go over what the 5 foundational pillars are for a successful online business. I also go over the 3-part framework my clients and I use for consistent income, clients, customers, cash flow. About building your business up for long-term sustainability and profitability. Now, I'm helping her build her foundation, and she turned off her ads, and we're focusing on her attracting her best fit clients for her one-on-one offer, because the people who are buying her low ticket offer, they're not the best fit for her one-on-one, which means that totally defeats the purpose of people buying her low ticket offer, because what should be happening is that the people who buy the low ticket offer would be great candidates for her one-on-one offer. So what I've helped her with is flip the script for her to clarify her message to only speak to the people who are the perfect fit for a one-on-one offer, right? And this requires her having a streamlined marketing and sales process for her business, which is a foundation. That way she knows what she's doing, why she's doing it, and how she's doing it. And it's something that can be rinsed and repeated every 90 days. And once she gets those best fit clients into her world and is working with them, then she can turn back on those ads, because she's had to rewrite her message to make sure she repels the people who are not the best fit for her one-on-one. Facebook ads, they're amazing. They work well, but they only work well when you have the foundations in place. And that's what a lot of people will not tell you. I'm not against Facebook ads. Again, they have a time and a place, but so many people are going straight to the Facebook ads without building a foundation, without clarifying their message, without even validating if the thing that they're offering is something that people want, right? So I would rather you save money, time, and energy building your foundation first before you even touch a Facebook ad or an Instagram ad or a YouTube ad or any type of ad. And the solution to mistake number 5 is understand and apply the 5 foundational pillars to maximize the results in your business, make a positive impact in people's lives, earn an abundance of income, and work less on the things that are taking up your precious time. If you are wanting to know what the 5 foundational pillars are, be sure to attend my masterclass. This helps you set your business up for long-term sustainability and profitability. And just to let you know, this masterclass is only for people who sell a one-on-one program, a group program, a membership, course, or physical products online. I host this masterclass live every 2 weeks. So you can still go to the same page and sign up for this masterclass. It will save you so much time, energy, money, blood, sweat, and tears if you know what the 5 foundational pillars are, if you know exactly what is needed to build a strong foundation for your business, if you know how you are going to get your products or services in front of the people who are open to receiving your help. So listen, please listen to me. These mistakes are easily avoidable if you build a streamlined marketing and sales process, if you clarify your message, if you are able to immerse yourself in an environment that's going to encourage you to thrive. I believe that the work that you do is important. You have special gifts, talents, abilities that can literally transform people's lives. It's hard for you to help those people if you're making these client attraction mistakes. So be sure to join this masterclass. That way you can put an end to those mistakes if you're making them and see what you can do to move forward to start getting the results that you want.